been a long time coming.
It's been too long. Where you been?
I've been.
Where's she been, honey?
I've been around.
You been around the world? Came back again?
Yes.
Ooh, girl.
Around the world.
But she's back.
I'm back.
Yes. And she brought a friend.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Wait.
No, it's me.
No, when you said she brought a friend, I'm like, whoo. Like, I'm sorry, girl.
Wow.
I love you. I love you.
Okay, all is forgiven because you're bringing snacks.
Yes.
And you forgot the snack.
I was rushing out the house because I'm like, Sade said I should not be late.
Don't be late. Are we gonna get monetized because of music? Look at this.
Yes, we're actually gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, perhaps we should turn off the music then. It's really, really nice.
But what I can do is kind of like chop and screw it a little bit. Yeah, just
Okay.
kind of like clip into it. Yeah.
This is our editor, you know.
Hi guys.
Editing.
Editor, do me here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say Diana, but I'm just like,
Who is Diana?
Diana is the girl at work. That's my persona at work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it is my middle name, but I don't fancy the middle name as much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mine's is Regina.
Radina?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we really out here giving government names? Stop.
Screw. Stop. No, you guys will not search us. No.
Don't search us.
I mean, they are going to find us on social media.
Yeah. Yeah, they will. Yeah, like, comment, support.
Not support, girl.
Girl, support.
Is it support? It's subscribe.
Ally. Oh,
Like, comment, subscribe.
subscribe. Yes.
See,
I'm a little rusty, but never crusty. Moisturize.
girl, it's when you said support and allies. I'm like, oh, girl, okay. Here we go. I'm ready.
Hello, this is Mango,
And this is Moonlight.
and this is our first episode.
We hope you enjoy
You do.
and stay around.
You will.
And I promise you're going to have loads of fun. You're going to enjoy amazing topics.
Amazing topics. True.
I'm sorry, girl.
And what? What? Tell me.
Okay. Okay.
Are we starting it again, or we're just gonna keep going?
Let's just keep going.
Okay, keep
Yeah.
it going. Keep it rolling.
We're gonna keep this rolling. But yes, a lot of exciting topics coming your way, and we're gonna be doing also like street interviews. Just a lot more to come.
Yes.
This is not just a podcast, so to say. This is a show.
Right.
We're bringing you.
Oh, full production.
Oh yes, honey.
Full production, darling.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so we're bringing you Black excellence.
Yes.
So
From across the coast.
oh yes, honey. From the diaspora.
That's right.
And so we hope you enjoy.
And you will.
All right.
All right, let's start.
Let's get into it.
So today we're at the park, and we're going to be drawing Mango, and we will also be doing a picture of Moonlight as well. So we'll be drawing both. And we're just going to introduction. Yeah.
I think we're going to start with how we met.
How we met, very
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
This is not sponsored, but
So,
yeah.
so we met on Bumble BFF.
Mhm.
I'll say from my point of view, and then you'll say your point of view.
Sounds good.
Okay, so my point of view, I downloaded Bumble BFF because I had just moved over here to PA, and I was trying to look for friends. I do have friends in Jersey, but like I live like really like too
Far. She lives far, okay?
Yes, we live far. I
Yes.
live far, so we can't be going to Jersey like that because we
Every
don't
day.
have Jersey gas.
Or money.
Okay, so downloaded Bumble BFF, and I swiped. I think I swiped on her first. Did I swipe on you first? Yes, I
You did.
Yes, I saw her profile, and I was like, "Oh, okay, girl. I liked her style."
Yeah.
And she said that she was outgoing, and so I was like, "Okay, I like that. I like
Yes.
that." And so I swiped left on her, which for those is it left or right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Download the app, you'll find out.
Bumble.
Sponsor us. Nah.
Do you say we're doing the Lord's work for you? And
Look at
so
God.
we do know that there's not a lot of success like Bumble BFF stories,
Horror stories.
horror stories, girl. But yeah, I swiped left on her and we matched later on that day.
Twinsies.
And and then, you know, we started messaging each other. It was more of like, hey girl, like, hey girl, how are you? And then the conversation led to us like following each other on Instagram. And then we hadn't met though. We hadn't met for a whole year though. That's
whole year. Okay, a whole year. But okay, go on.
It was my fault. It was my fault. It was my fault. I apologize. However, yes, we hadn't met for a year, but we were interacting with each other a lot on social media. Like we'd be, you know, liking each other's stories, commenting here, you know, here and there, until we finally decided, hey, let's. Well, we didn't
see if this thing
is real.
Okay?
Like we hadn't met up yet, but we were just kind of like, okay, let's really take this friendship thing really seriously. Let's see if it's the real deal, because we don't want to just be following each other for the sake of just like following each other.
Because that's what people on Bumble BFF do.
Yes,
they follow you,
and then that's it,
and then they're ghosts.
Yeah,
just,
they go ghost.
Just there for followers.
Yeah.
Same.
And so we decided to, you know, give it a try. And so we started out by doing like Bible study. And it was amazing. We did have Bible study once a week. We started on Fridays, I think. Was it Fridays?
I think it was Thursdays.
Thursdays? Or was it Tuesdays?
We were Bible studying, okay?
We were in the Lord's book, okay?
Yes.
And so we did the Bible study. But however, we also got to know each other more just through Bible study, because we would chat before doing, you know.
Yeah, we would like update each other on our lives before, and also like when we would do the Bible study, we would connect it to what was like happening from like current or past, whichever. Yeah.
And so from then on, as we got to know each other better, you know, we saw that we were like similar in a lot of ways, and we're both creative. First and foremost. Hey. And so we decided, we noticed that we are also creatives. Yes. We have a passion for creativity and just overall passion for creativity. She has a podcast.
I do.
Please go support her podcast, please. And I have a YouTube channel.
Yes, a YouTube channel.
So please go like, comment, subscribe on that.
Yes, we'll have the links.
We'll have the links down below. And so we were like, there was this one time we were discussing about like having a radio show.
Yes.
We were like, we want to start a show, but not like in a podcast way, but kind of like an all you can think of show, you know, like whatever it is that you think of. If you want talk show host, okay, we're giving it to you.
Something that like splash our personalities.
Yeah, but we just didn't want to put it in a box and just be confined to like one type of creative selection.
Yeah, because we're like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
boom.
so our creativity spans vastly. And so, you know, we were just like, hey, let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. And here we are.
Here we are. So, as what Tumi was saying, like, we met on Bumble BFF, and I'm from New York, so moving to Pennsylvania, I was like, it was quite difficult to like find friends for me. So I was like, I don't know about Bumble BFF, like, is it giving? But anyway, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be open. Like, I want to find like sisterhood. I want to find a great friend. And, you know, maybe we will share a story time, not on this episode, of like the horror stories of Bumble BFF. Because I got a few, and I'm sure you have a few.
I definitely do have a few. I definitely do.
And yeah, so finding Tumi was like a breath of fresh air, because I'm like, I wanted somebody that that just could vibe good, that was good energy, that wasn't like on some hater stuff, or just like a fun personality. But I feel like when we did our Bible study, it really like showed me like another side, and it deepened our relationship. And I think that's why, even though we didn't meet, like it's been over a year, it felt worth it. Like it was like, something about this person feels worth it. Like, so I was like, even though we're not going to meet, if you're from Pennsylvania, maybe you know that like some people are like 2 hours away or an hour away, or it's like super duper far, and they're like no sidewalks, you need a car. So it's not like the easiest thing like New York or New Jersey to just find somebody like that. So when we found each other, it was amazing. It was great. And I can't wait to continue this journey with you. Yeah.
Oh. So we are now gonna get into other topics. However, before we get into that, we're going to do a little drawings, a little paintings. She's gonna do the mango. Are you doing the mango or the moonlight?
We're gonna do both.
We're gonna do both.
So we can start with the moonlight. I feel it's like easier, right?
Yeah.
So we'll start with the moonlight, and then we'll do the mango.
Yes. I am not good at drawing. I mean, I did say I'm creative, but not like that.
Yeah, me either.
So we're gonna start.
Yay! Imagine our drawings turns out like Picasso, and everyone's like, oh, okay, I guess we are. I guess I am. Right. If you say so, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I do have a little bit of a horror story. That was like back when I was in college, back in university. 2016. I had just started. I was a freshman, and I did not know anybody when I went to university. I did not know a single soul. And so when I started, I studied for banking and finance. And so at the time we were like being put into our classes. Again, I did not approach anybody, but there was this girl. She was beautiful, a beautiful, beautiful girl. I can't take that away from her. She approached me and she's like, hey, you want to sit down in class together?
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, girl, I like it. I like your vibe. I like your style. We're gonna do this. And so we started like sitting together, because how our programs work was like, we took the same classes throughout the entire 4 years. The only thing that differed was doing like our thesis project. And so throughout the 4 years, we were always, well, not the entire 4 years, but throughout the majority of the time, we were always sitting together, always going out together, having lunch. And so, this actually progressed into a real friendship. It progressed into a real friendship, and things started to get a little weird. At the time, I was naive. I was so naive. I kind of still am a little bit, just a little bit. I like to see the good in people.
And that's a great trait. That is.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
girl.
I love that
Thank
about you.
I like to see the good in people, and it's more of like, if someone says that someone's bad, I would like to let me see that for myself. Let me.
She's a tester. She's testing the waters.
And so innocent till proven guilty.
There you go.
That's how I look at things, and that's how I approach people.
Yeah.
Okay, you're innocent to me. And so things started getting weird. So I got into makeup. A little backstory to the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
I like makeup. I like girly stuff. I like just I don't want to say doing a lot, but doing over the top a little bit at times. And so I would go to school with makeup on, and my mom would also do my makeup sometimes, and I'd go to school. There was this one time I went to school with blue eyeshadow, and my mom it was like a little butterfly. My mom was like, you look like a beautiful blue butterfly. And I felt confident because my mama said I look like a blue butterfly, and that means I really look good. Oh no. She was one of the first people to actually criticize me and be like, oh my God, do you understand that men don't like women that wear makeup? I don't understand how you can come to school with all that much makeup. It's not like any guy is going to come and approach you. And I'm just like, girl, I did this for me. I wasn't thinking of any guy.
Right.
So, it was just kind of crazy. But then I let it slide because I'm like, okay, I guess that's how she is. She was always like, I'm a natural beauty. I don't need makeup to prove that I'm beautiful. Okay, that's good for you, girl. You got it. Okay, girl. I mean, ain't nobody busting your bubble, but okay. Right. But, I let it slide because, again, at the time I was like, you know what? She's my friend. see my friend. There's nothing wrong or nothing bad that she can do, you know. However,
oh, yeah, I've been there.
and so the years progressed, and so my love for beauty kept growing and growing and growing. And then I decided to start a business back home. I started doing nails and makeup as a little side hustle. So now, like, just bring money home a little bit, you know, help my parents here and there if they needed it, or just for myself. And she was one of the first people to come and, like, quote unquote, support the business. And I did her I did her lashes, and I made sure that her lashes were good. I did her lashes well at the time. For the time, they were okay. For 2017, those lashes were good.
Okay, look up 2017 lashes.
Okay, for 2017, those lashes were bomb.
Okay.
But however, when she got home, I knew she was removing the lashes, because she's like, oh my God, do you see, like, the lashes are peeling off? Or when she would come back, and I was like, okay, fine, come back, we'll give you a free set. And so my business partner at the time, she did nails. She was really good at nails, and she's the one who taught me how to do nails. And so she did a really good set, nice set, right? Free of charge. Went back home, and I knew that girl removed those nails. And after that, because me and my business partner, we still went to the same college, just different programs. She started to kind of like get in between me and the girl.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, you know, she's like, oh, that girl is a bad influence for you. And it's like, but she's like, she my homegirl. Like I've known her, like, from high school. Like, I got to know that we were attending the same, like, school, but later on. And so, you know, she came in between us, and the business kind of died on its own.
Wow.
It died, and I decided that, okay, I'm gonna one thing about me, I will always pursue my dreams. Always pursue my dreams, and no one can say anything to me. And so
That's right.
decided to pursue my dream of being a TV host. If you can dig deep into my Facebook, you will find clips of my audition. And
oh my God, I gotta find it. I gotta see this. I would love to see that.
You will find old clips of my audition tape, and actually, like, when I was a TV host. The wigs were bad, honey, but that was 2017.
2017.
So you must remember, for 2017, those wigs were bomb.
So how did it end with the girl? Like, how were you able to, like, see that she wasn't a good friend?
My parents were always wary of her.
Okay.
But at the time, I was like, oh, Mom and Dad, you're doing too much. Like, you're doing too much.
They
like,
be knowing.
They be knowing. And especially my dad. My dad was like, I don't trust that girl. I don't like that girl. And at first, I was like, oh, Dad, you're just so jealous. Like,
friend, and you don't.
Like, don't be with your old people friends. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Not the old people.
I wasn't age-shaming. I'm sorry, but I was like, Dad, you old. Like, don't do old people stuff. But my dad was spot on over time because my parents are preachers as well. You know, they're preachers, and so they kept saying them dreams. My mom is a dreamer, and so she's like, this girl that is around you, I don't like her. I don't trust her. She is just not good for you. And I kept denying until where she was just starting, like, I don't want to say the hate, but the comments were just becoming more and more, like, I don't want to say aggressive, and be like, oh, you think your dreams can ever come true? They can never come true. Like, oh my God, I remember the one time they spread the rumor that I had failed my program and dropped out. And, you know, to the point where when I came to register for the new semester, all the professors were shocked. They're like, oh, you still around? I'm like, yes, I'm still around. And they're like, oh, you know, we heard from your friends that you failed. And, you know, you got fail and discontinue. And I said, no, I did not get a fail and discontinue. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And I was like, I did not get a fail and discontinue. I'm actually still here. And, you know, it was kind of a shocker that I feel like that was one of the first incidents that kind of made me open up my eyes. And then two, another incident happened where it was the three of us. We were like a trio. It was me, another girl. I don't know if I should name drop, actually.
We're not name dropping to me.
Okay. So for the context of the story, we're gonna call her Rose.
But I bet she watching.
I hope she watching. I want her to watch and see this. So we're gonna call her Rose, and another girl we're gonna call her Stella.
All right, Stella.
So, being a trio,
Those trios
have traumatized me because in a trio, Stella and Rose were tight, and I was kind of. They always made me feel like a third wheel, and so I was close with them separately, but together, yeah, we would be cool. But you could tell like they're really close, and so Rose, who has the one that's been saying all those mean comments, the one time we were all sitting together, me, Stella, and Rose, and she was like, out of all the three of us, Demi is going to be the first one to get pregnant before we graduate. And I'm like, why would you say that?
Right.
You the only two that have boyfriends, right, at the time. And she was like, oh, but and then shortly after, I started seeing a little somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't too serious like that, but it was just kind of like a little college thing. And, they literally made a bet. They're like, out of the three of us, you're going to be the first one to get pregnant.
Mm-mm.
To this day, today, as we sit here,
Who's pregnant?
the both of them are pregnant. I'm the only one that ain't got no kid. And I don't mean to shame them, but it's just kind of like how malicious, their comments were when I invited them back home for like lunch and stuff. They would comment on the house that my parents built. They're like, oh, their house looks so old. It's just so dirty. Like, it wasn't dirty. The house wasn't completely fully built. Like, back home, how it is, there's free land, and when you build your house, you can live in it, whatever you want to live. If it's halfway done, fully done, you can live in it because it's your house. And so while my parents were still in the process of building the house or finishing the house, we were living in it. Mm-hmm. So, sometimes there wouldn't be any ceilings, it's just the roof, but they're still in the process of building the house. And they would make those nasty comments that, oh my God, like, her parents really can't afford this and afford that. But it's like, girl, at least my parents own their house. At least my parents own the house.
Like to see.
Okay, this is their house that they own. No mortgage, honey.
Paid off.
Paid off.
Paid in full.
Okay.
Don't watch the movie though. It's iffy.
And so, I just decided to then cut her off because things were starting to add up. I did eventually have a dream. I also have these dreams.
Oh.
Let me tell you.
Her mother's gifts.
See, you can lie to me, but it's okay. I'm going to let you go because I know my dreams will always come around and tell me. And so I had a dream that, she was always, like, in the dream, she was, I don't want to say doing voodoo on me, but kind of doing voodoo on me.
Okay, she was doing stuff.
She was doing stuff.
Sneaky.
Yes. And so I woke up, and then that day, I decided to take whatever it is that I had connection with her. Uh-huh. Whether that was a gift, her pen, books, anything. I cut everything up and I burnt it. And my dad was leading the way. He was like, I've been waiting for this day. I've been waiting for this day, honey.
You know
and
what?
So,
I'm the same way. Because like once I have a breakup or something, I don't want what you give me. Because like if I had a shirt that I wore a lot around my ex or like a friend, like every time I look at the shirt, if it makes me even think of you, I need to get rid of it. Yeah. I need to be done with it. So that's a good thing too. Just get rid of the stuff that I got rid of everything. I burnt the stuff. And so the next day when I went to school, she was just like, oh my God, like I need to hug you right now. She was being so weird, as if she wanted to come back and like take all that energy away from me. Yeah. Because I had cut the connection, because I'm like, I need to just now stop. She's starving, basically. Yes. And so that was the end of our friendship, and with Stella too, because I'm like, I don't need the both of you anymore. Like, I'm fine. And so, I started being a little discreet about what I do, how I move, and everything like that. And so, heck, they didn't even know I moved here till I think 2 months. 2 months ago? 2 months in. Wow. 2 months into me coming over here. Oh, coming in.
Yeah.
Well,
So that's one of my horror stories.
that is a horrible horror story.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're out of that and away from those
Girl, they never even celebrated my birthday.
disposables.
Never even celebrated my birthday. Never came up. Never.
Wow.
And I would plan birthday parties for myself, and they never showed up. They never showed up, but I was always showing up to their birthdays, honey.
See, that's messed up.
Yeah, that was when they didn't show up to my birthday because I was like, I'm paying for it. You don't have to pay a thing. Just come with your empty
And
stomach,
still.
so we gonna eat. And they still didn't show up.
And you know what's messed up too is like, I remember like when they stop inviting you to things.
Oh,
or you're the last one.
Yes, to find out. Yeah,
That's when that's a clear sign, okay?
that's a clear sign.
That's a clear when they're out there and you see them getting married, having kids, and you're not invited. Oh, girl, you wasn't even a thought.
Oh, not even.
You weren't who
You thought you was.
There you go.
No,
Not to them, at least.
no.
Because you definitely that girl.
Oh, yes.
You just
Was
not that girl
that
to them.
yeah. And so, yeah, it was an eye opener for me to kind of be like cautious with friendships. I still see the good in people, but it's more so like.
Let me yeah, she could. That's a different day. That's a different day. That's a different story. And she might have a new story by then, but we won't get into that one.
But yes, I still see the good in people. However, I'm kind of like cautious with how I move and like selecting my friends as much, just like how in dating you vet guys, I vet friendships equally the same way, because it's just like you want your quality of life, you want a quality relationship with your man, but come on, have quality relationships like all around, you know. So every aspect of your life, you can have it, okay? Don't think like, oh, I can have the man and the kids, but I can't have the friends. You can have everything that you desire, okay? Life is here, it's full, it's all around us. Yes. Do you have a horror story? I do. Okay. I do. So I've had a friend. We were friends since high school. And I mean, like, high school is like, listen, if you still have your friend from high school, God bless you. That's amazing. But yeah, all of my high school friends pretty much dropped off. Like, I don't really, I really just, But anyway, so back in my clubbing days, back when I used to, back when I used to, you know, pop it, lock it. Guess my age from that. But anyway, not pop it, lock it. I clear it out. Okay. Back in those days, I had a really like close friend, and I thought where I saw her, that she saw me as well. But I found out like, okay, I'll admit too, I was ignoring the signs, you know, and I'm just, you know, because I put her so close to me as a friend. I was like, this is my friend. Like, it's not going to be, like, she's not going to think, like, she's not like that. Like, I gave her a lot of grace. Anyway, back to the story. She do be giving a lot of grace. Okay, yeah, I do. Not as much as to me, but I do give grace too, because I mean, maybe it's the God in us, you know. We be giving grace. We be giving. Anyway. Let's not put that on. We can't put everything on God now. Some of us, it is us. Yeah. It is us. But so we went to the club. It was a great night. It wasn't until like weeks later that I found out that there was an issue. So we went to the club and we didn't work together anymore. And she bumped into people that she worked with. And she was like, oh, hi, hello, and everything. And I'm like standing there and I'm thinking that like, she gonna introduce me? Is she gonna like, and like literally they had a full blown conversation. Like I wasn't like standing right next to her. And that wasn't even like the most bogus thing that happened that night. So I'm like, oh, okay. So she just like completely ignored that I was there and just kept having this conversation. At least like you guys can have that conversation because you guys know each other longer, or, you know, been at work before, but you could at least say, oh, and this is my friend to me that I'm, you know, we just came out to have a good time tonight. And then, you know, and this is my coworker. She didn't do that. Boom, whatever. We let it, you know, I'm drinking. I'm like, whatever. Yeah.
So then we're dancing, and then a guy comes up to us, or more so her, and she's like, they're both like laughing and like joking, and I'm like, okay, so they're hitting it off, and I have these really, gold. I'm not even gonna like show a picture, but think of it like Dorothy slippers, but gold.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know. Listen, I want to go home. I want to go home. Right? Okay, so the shoes clicking together. But they were high, and I want to sit down. So we sit down. The guy sits next to her, and he goes, and they're snorkeling. And I'm hearing glittery shoes, and I see him point to my shoes, and she was like, "Oh, he's talking about your shoes." She was like, "Actually, he's been talking about your shoes since like we were dancing." And I was like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, what? Is he like them? Are they like cool? And she was like, "No, girl, like he's saying like bad things." What? And I was like, okay. And I'm like looking at her, and I'm like, so you've been laughing and giggling with this guy the entire time when he's been talking bad about your supposedly best friend? Like, but in my head, I don't know. Again, I'm giving her grace, and I'm just like, okay, maybe she's just drinking. Like, we're having a good vibe. Like, but like looking back, I'm like, wow. So if somebody's your friend, but they're like talking about you to a complete stranger, imagine what they're doing to like, imagine what they're saying with people like that they know, like their family or their closer friends. Yeah. Like, so it. I think those were like the first beginning steps towards me like realizing that she wasn't an ally. She wasn't like, she didn't see me as her best friend. Like it was one-sided. Yeah. And I hate that. I hate that like one-sided friendships. Oh yeah. And it's like we have so much love to give.
And it's like, girl, come on now. You making me look like one of them thirsty dudes in your DM.
All right. And only my little sister can make me look thirsty. I tell people all the time, like, I will text her, she'll ignore me for 3 days, but she'll respond back eventually. But only siblings can make you look thirsty. Nobody else, okay? Yeah.
I'll be thirsty. Well, I'll be thirsty.
Not thirsty. You want...
but I be texting my brother too, and he be taking 5 business days. Mm-hmm. Like, sir, you better respond to me right now.
but yeah, only siblings can make you look thirsty. Anybody else?
No.
You need to cut it. Done.
Yeah. ASAP.
No Rocky.
Oh.
We don't get it shaking. Okay. No, we don't get it Rocky. Okay. So, do you want to show them what you drew?
Yes.
So this is our drawing of, mine's is like, the moonlight. Well, so we haven't painted it yet.
Yeah.
But we will. And then we'll draw the mango.
Yeah. So we're going to start the mango. And so now that we've shared our horror stories, we're going to go into another segment, into the friendship category.
Yeah, we can't give you the bad with the good. And you know what? It's not even all the way bad, because you can look at it like, oh, this person... It just showed me more of what I deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm not like here for.
True.
Yeah. So a good story.
Good story about friendships. Okay, I actually do have a good story.
Okay, good. So I'll let Tumi go first.
Shout out to Mary and Leia. They are from back home. I love you guys so much. We don't talk as much, but they know that I love them. Oh, I'm lucky looking thirsty.
Oh, listen, I kept the socks on one. You know what? If your feet gonna do it, look at mine.
Oh, girl, yeah.
Oh, wait, don't scream too loud now.
Look at mine, girl.
Oh. Like a little. Well, okay. you got it. Not the pink toes.
Oh, I mean, I didn't want the white toes, you know.
Yeah, no white toes
anymore. I mean.
Well, not for us. If it's for you. Good for you. Good for you. There we go.
All right. So these are like red flags in friendships, okay? Mm-hmm. For me, I would say when they don't invite you to stuff, when they treat you like an afterthought, that is very much a red flag.
Red flag, yes.
Yes. And what would be
for me? It would be like, I know, like, I feel like they don't want to like deal with you when you're complaining, like like giving you being able to be available for a listening ear. Like, if I'm like going through something, you're like, like you're always going through something, or this is always happening, and I'm like, no, really, I'm not always going through something, and I just need you to be like supportive. So like if they're not really like being supportive, it doesn't always have to be financially, but like mentally, emotionally, that would be nice, because like that's what friendships need, support.
Yeah.
What about you, Timmy?
Another red flag is just to piggyback off of the support, when they don't show up for you during like major life events,
Yes.
birthdays, weddings, births, funerals. Because in my culture, we really are about community. Like, you have to show up for people, because it may seem like a drag, but then at some point in time in life, you are going to need support yourself. So if they don't show up for you, that's a red flag. You're actually a placeholder for the friend that they actually want.
And listen, we're nobody's placeholder, honey.
No.
If you don't want to be my friend,
Just
I don't
say
even
that.
know why people have placeholders.
Yes.
Like, why waste your time on somebody if you really don't care to be their friend? Like, okay, hurt my feelings. If you're gonna, okay, I'm getting a little fiery, but like, if you're gonna like, why not waste your time? If you're a person that believes that you're better than me, why waste your time with me then? Just go ahead and be around the people that you want to be around,
Yeah.
But for me, I also feel like when they don't talk, like, we have to talk. Like, I know people are always saying, like, on social media, low maintenance friend. A low maintenance friend is an absent friend.
Oh,
I said it. A low maintenance friend is an absent friend.
and we're not trying to say that like low maintenance friends, like whatchamacallit. Low maintenance friends still show up for people, though. That's the thing. Now, what she's talking about is low maintenance friends that end up not showing up at all for you. Yeah, because people try to get it twisted,
They do. And they do absolutely get it twisted.
My other red flag, it really grinds my gears. Actually, I'm going to put this down because I need to say this while looking to the camera.
Look at the camera, girl.
I avoid and try to avoid girls that center men. Pick me girls are the worst.
That's a good one.
Girls in friendship, because guess what? They will throw you under a bus. They will sacrifice you. Actually, you know what? They might even burn you. Actually, just for a man, just to get a scratch of his attention. So avoid pick me women, or just women that center men too much, or center men at all completely, because that means her whole identity is seeking out the attention of men. So they make the worst types of friends, because they will gossip behind your back. They will throw you under the bus just for some chump change to get a man to look her way. So
the girls that, just to piggyback back off you, like the girls that like once they get in a relationship, you don't exist to me. Like, you don't exist to me. Like, what?
yeah.
Clearly you see I have problems with like people just like disappearing like poop. Like, what was the purpose? Now they want to reappear when like, oh, he's hanging out with his friends, so now I have time for you.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, you don't always have to be up under him. You can soar, you can fly, you can have your own hobbies. Not everything needs to be connected to the person you're romantically connected with, okay? Like, because if you're saying like, oh, I'm a relationship person, well, clearly you're not, because the only relationships that you count as important are the ones that you have romantically. Like,
Ooh.
That's a whole word. I can't even get that one out. But like, what's going on, sis? Like, how come you know me when I'm like not around?
Another friendship red flag is friends that just don't want to grow in general, that don't want to progress in life, that I don't want to say that are always going through something, but come on now, like something So I try to avoid friends that, because what it will eventually happen is they're going to see you as a threat. When you want to progress in life, when things are moving for you, they're going to see you as the friend that actually betrayed them and that you left them behind, instead of them wanting to actually like be better in life. So yeah, if that makes sense.
I feel that too.
Yeah.
Or also like a friend that only wants to do like the club. Like they never want to do anything that you want to do. They're like, oh, let's also be open-minded. Let's like, okay, if it's a friendship between me and you, shouldn't it be a friendship between me and you? Like, shouldn't we also do things that I like? And if it's like, oh, well, that's boring, or well, that's whichever. And it's like, well, I don't always like the activities that you do. Same thing with a romantic relationship. You might not always like what your partner does, but you still go to it because it's time spent with them and they would enjoy it. And it's the same thing with friendships. Like, I might not always like what something my friend, like if she likes, well, I don't want to say horror movies, but like, let's say she likes tennis and I like skateboarding, you know, and I'm like, okay, well, we can go to the park and we can do those things together, still separate, but together, you know?
Yeah.
We don't always have to like
do the same thing.
Exactly. But we're doing it together in the same area.
Yeah. Another one for me, damn, I lost my train of thought.
Girl,
I lost my train
that's
of thought.
okay.
I lost my train of thought. Dang. Yeah, but that's what we have. Should we make an outro?
Should we make an outro? But
just in case the battery dies.
Okay. Let me paint this real quick.
Oh.
I still got some painting to do. Tell me, you sure you don't have at least one more tip?
Let me think. I probably do. I just lost my train of thought, to be honest. Well, friends that this is gonna sound petty and it may sound insignificant, but I went through that. And I know they be people that be going through that. You know, where you're in a group of friends that don't take pictures of you, or not take pictures, but don't post. Like, you're in a social setting together. Like, say Sade and I are together, and let's say we have Tasha with us.
Yes.
Right? And we're taking a picture, and you know that I be doing social media all the time.
Right.
And I post a picture of me and Tasha, and I constantly leave you out of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Friends that be posting their other friends, but they don't be posting you.
Yeah.
It's like, are you ashamed of me? Are you embarrassed of me? Like, you don't like me like that.
That's true.
But you be posting literally everything.
Everybody else.
Anything. You be posting the
your
grass,
food, your shoes, your cars,
everything.
the hands.
Everything. You be posting that no good man that you keep going back to, that we know that he don't treat you right. But you can't post me. And I'm not saying like you should be entitled to that, but I'm just saying if it's a constant like pattern,
right?
They treat you like a third wheel, or like you're just some groupie. Because one thing I hate is when someone treats you like I'm some groupie. If they treat you like you just thirsty for their attention, it's raps. I don't want that. I don't want that. Keep it. We're good.
Keep it. You can have it. I don't even understand. Like, I mean, like, I think me and Tumi, we don't understand why you would have people in your life that you don't care for. Like, yes, people have family here and there, you know, because, but why? Like, your friends, you're choosing your friends. So why are you choosing to have us, me or her in your life, and you don't?
Hi. The camera died. So that's why the quality has kind of changed or switched.
Yes.
But we wanted to give a little outro, and we're so sorry. We apologize. We should have had spare batteries. That is on me. We will do better. I promise.
Yes, better is coming.
We will do better, and we will get batteries. Okay. There will be a budget. Over time, the budget will increase.
The budget will be budgeting, but right now the budget is this.
Yeah. So we're sorry. We're sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to give a nice little outro.
Yes.
and we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please
Yes.
feel free to share, like, comment
Share,
as well.
share.
Share your experiences, share your stories down in
Yes.
the comment section. We'd love to hear it.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, follow our social medias.
yes, follow
Okay.
us. We have our YouTube channel.
Yes.
That's gonna be like our main.
Yes.
And then we have our TikTok, Mangoes and Moonlight.
Okay.
We have our Instagram, Mangoes and
Instagram.
Moonlight.
Okay.
And we are, well, should we say Spotify? Later on?
Spotify
Yes.
coming
and-
up.
Coming up.
Yes.
And Apple Podcasts coming up as well.
Mhm.
But for now, we have our YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
Yes.
Please like us all on our socials.
Yes.
But they will all be in the description and our bio as well.
In our bio. Yes.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys next time.
Next time. Bye.
Bye.